This one's shaking the entire hip-hop world to its core. Moments ago, reports flooded social media that Lil Durk has officially been released from jail after what insiders are calling a shock case dismissal. But the real question everybody's asking right now is, how did this even happen? Just a week ago, fans were convinced Durk was facing serious time. The charges were heavy, the evidence looked airtight, and even close friends were bracing for the worst, but now? The streets are buzzing, the blogs are melting down, and Durk's name is trending across every platform. Some say it's divine timing, others say it's industry power moves behind the scenes. Witnesses claim Durk walked out with a smirk, phone in hand, hoodie up, and a message for the haters. They tried to bury me, but forgot I'm the seed. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, and you could literally feel the tension in the air. Rumors are already spreading that someone close to him flipped. That key evidence mysteriously vanished, and that this dismissal wasn't as clean as it looks. But one thing's for sure, Durk's freedom just reignited the fire, and the streets are ready for the smoke. The morning started like any other for fans scrolling through their feeds, until the unthinkable headline flashed across every blog and news page: Lil Durk released, case dismissed. At first, nobody believed it. Screenshots circulated faster than confirmation could, and people thought it was another rumor or fan-made edit. But within minutes, TMZ, academics, and Say Cheese TV all dropped the same breaking update: Durk was out. Just a week ago, things looked grim. Prosecutors were pushing hard on what they called damning digital evidence, texts, surveillance footage. Even alleged eyewitness statements tying Durk to a 2024 altercation in Atlanta that spiraled into chaos. Fans feared this was it. Social media had already begun mourning what looked like another rapper swallowed by the system. Then, out of nowhere, everything flipped. Court insiders claimed a last-minute legal move, a motion quietly filed overnight by Durk's defense team, changed everything. Word spread that key evidence had been ruled inadmissible, citing improper handling and possible tampering. One document, reportedly a cornerstone of the case, was declared unreliable. By 10 a.m., the judge had no choice but to dismiss. Just like that, Durk was a free man. Outside the courthouse, chaos erupted. Fans who'd been camping for updates screamed as Durk's black Escalade rolled up. Cameras caught his attorney whispering something to him, and Durk just nodded, threw on his hood, and smirked at the cameras. He didn't say a word, not at first, but his eyes said it all: "I told y'all I'd be back." Within hours, social media went nuclear. Hashtags like #FreeDurk, #DurkBack, and #TheyCan'tStop the Voice trended in the top 10 globally. Even fellow artists couldn't hold back. Meek Mill tweeted, "When God got you, they can't break you." Lil Baby dropped a cryptic story saying, "Knew this day was coming." Still, something felt off. Too sudden. Too perfect. According to one courthouse source, a clerk who later spoke anonymously, there were things moving behind the scenes that the public will never see. That's when whispers began. Did someone inside help push the case out? Some fans claimed this was label muscle. Others said the DA didn't want to lose credibility on a messy case that could backfire, but one viral theory took over TikTok. That a surprise witness recanted their entire statement just 24 hours before dismissal. Clips of Durk's last interview before jail resurfaced, where he said, "They want to see me fall, but I'm blessed with protection." Fans started calling it prophetic. Meanwhile, Durk's camp stayed silent. No press conference, no statement, just a single post on Instagram, a black screen with white text: "The system tried. God prevailed. The voice forever." Within 2 hours, that post had over 3 million likes. But inside his circle, not everyone was celebrating. According to an insider close to OTF, some members felt uneasy, like the energy was off. There were quiet rumors of tension over who had access to Durk's legal info, and how certain evidence got leaked in the first place. One associate told Rap Daily, "When cases vanish that fast, it's never random, somebody either made a call or took a fall." Fans began dissecting every second of the courthouse footage. They noticed Durk's manager looking tense, avoiding cameras. They noticed a security guard giving him a pat on the back before slipping something into his pocket, small, metallic, quick. Conspiracy accounts slowed down the footage, claiming it was a USB drive with deleted evidence. Of course, no one knew if that was real, but it didn't matter. The internet doesn't wait for facts. By that evening, Durk's release had become the biggest story in hip-hop. Bloggers framed it as a miracle. Skeptics called it manipulation. YouTube breakdowns popped up with titles like, "The Real Reason Lil Durk's Case Was Dropped," and "Is Durk Protected by the Industry?" Even rivals had something to say. One anonymous rapper, rumored to be a former collaborator, commented under a blog post, "Funny how cases disappear when your numbers go up." That comment alone sparked over 20,000 replies. Inside the OTF circle, Durk's team went into lockdown. They scrubbed old posts, changed settings, and pulled back from interviews, but behind closed doors, something else was happening, a plan. Durk's lawyer, Michael Townsend, was reportedly preparing a massive legal counterattack, suing select media outlets for false reporting and defamation. According to him, this case was always weak. We let the process work. Still, not everyone believed that story. Because there was one detail that didn't make headlines: a sealed motion, filed 2 days before the dismissal, labeled only, confidential affidavit, witness security. Nobody knows what was in it. Nobody knows who filed it, but whatever it contained changed the entire case overnight. Durk's freedom may have been official. But the truth behind it? That's where the real story begins. Within 24 hours of Lil Durk's release, the hip-hop world was in pure chaos. Every major outlet was spinning its own version of the story. Some said it was a legal miracle. Others hinted that strings were pulled by powerful people who didn't want their investment behind bars. But then, an anonymous post dropped on the neighborhood talk comments section that sent fans spiraling. The post claimed it wasn't the evidence that disappeared, it was someone who disappeared with it. Nobody knew if it was real, but screenshots spread like wildfire. Within hours, a rumored insider, claiming to be close to Durk's legal team, started messaging smaller blogs, feeding them details about deleted footage, moved files, and missing witnesses. That's when Say Cheese TV posted their headline: Court Insider says Lil Durk's case collapsed overnight after key witness failed to show. The internet exploded. Fans demanded names, faces, anything, but nothing concrete surfaced. Meanwhile, inside the OTF circle, whispers turned into side eyes. People who'd once been in Durk's everyday orbit suddenly stopped answering calls. A few of his close associates unfollowed each other. On the surface, Durk's freedom was a victory, but behind it, a quiet tension was growing. A Chicago blogger named DMAC claimed to have exclusive voice recordings from someone allegedly tied to the prosecution. In a viral live stream, he played a snippet of a woman's voice saying, "They paid me to stay quiet. That's all I'm gonna say." The audio was grainy, low quality, and probably fake. But it didn't matter. In the algorithm-driven world of hip-hop media, perception is reality. The clip got over 2 million views in less than 12 hours. Meanwhile, Durk stayed completely silent. No interviews. No posts. No tweets. Fans started calling him the ghost voice. His silence only fueled speculation. Some said he was under a gag order. Others claimed he was working on a tell-all documentary with Netflix. One even said he was preparing to drop a track called Dismissed to address everything in rhyme form. Then came the leak. Around midnight, a 20-second video surfaced on Reddit showing Durk inside what appeared to be a law office, laughing with 2 men in suits. He's heard saying, "I told y'all I got angels in the courtroom." It spread like wildfire. Was this before or after his release? Nobody knew. But conspiracy accounts claimed it proved Durk had connections that reached beyond music. In the morning, the state's attorney's office released a short statement. This office stands by the integrity of its legal process. Any suggestion of misconduct is categorically false. But that did little to calm the storm. Industry insiders began to weigh in. DJ Academics went live saying, "If Durk really beat this case legit, salute him, but if any of these whispers are true, this is bigger than rap." The live chat went insane. Comments poured in like, "Somebody took the fall for him." Labels protecting assets again. They made it disappear like YSL all over again. By now, the case dismissal had gone from news story to full-blown internet obsession. TikTokers were making timeline breakdowns, drawing red circles around courtroom photos, and even tracking down people who claimed to be in the gallery that day. One viral thread claimed a female witness involved in the original case had left Atlanta 2 nights before Durk's hearing, destination unknown. That same account posted an alleged flight manifest showing a last-minute booking to Los Angeles under an alias. Fans immediately jumped on it, calling it the vanished witness theory. At the same time, Durk's lawyer, Michael Townsend, was trying to calm the storm. On The Breakfast Club, he said, "Everything that happened in court is public record. We fought fair. We won fair." But when pressed about the missing witness, Townsend paused just a moment too long before replying, "No comment." That single hesitation lit a fire. Screenshots of his facial expression went viral with captions like, "He knows something." Back in Chicago, things were getting personal. Some OTF members reportedly felt that the constant media noise was drawing the wrong kind of attention. One insider told Rap Daily, "Everybody's celebrating, but some folks nervous. This ain't the type of spotlight we want." And that's when Durk's longtime friend and collaborator, Buka600, dropped a cryptic Instagram story, "Freedom come with a cost, some y'all don't get it yet." The blogs pounced instantly. Was he throwing shade? Was there tension inside OTF? Screenshots were everywhere before the post even vanished. Hours later, Buka deleted everything and went silent too. The media narrative shifted again, this time toward internal fallout. Candidly, Cassie ran a 10-minute special titled "Durk's Team in Shambles After Dismissal: What They're Not Telling You." It racked up over 500,000 views in a single night. Meanwhile, outside the internet bubble, Durk was spotted for the first time since his release. Paparazzi caught him stepping out of a private studio in Atlanta, surrounded by heavy security. No entourage, no OTF chain, just a hoodie and headphones. When a reporter shouted, "Durk, what really happened with the case?" he smiled faintly and said, "They can say whatever they want. I'm home." But the look in his eyes told a different story: exhaustion, caution, maybe even fear. Fans started saying Durk didn't look like a man who just won, he looked like a man who knew something deeper was coming. Then, late that evening, something strange happened. A small Atlanta blog named Street Pulse uploaded what it claimed was court security footage from the day of the dismissal. It showed a woman, wearing a long coat and sunglasses, entering through a side door with 2 deputies. She never appeared in the courtroom videos, and according to official attendance logs, no one fitting her description was signed in. The blog captioned it, "The Missing Witness? You decide." That post hit 3 million views in under 10 hours before mysteriously being deleted. By morning, Street Pulse's entire page was wiped clean. No posts, no comments, no trace. And once again, fans were left asking, what really happened in that courtroom? Durk might have walked free, but his freedom came with shadows. As one fan put it best under a viral TikTok, Durk ain't fighting a case no more. But he might be fighting the truth. By the third day after Lil Durk's release, the internet had gone from celebration to full-blown investigation. Everyone wanted answers, not just fans, but media outlets, rival camps, and even people within the industry who quietly admitted they were watching how this plays out. Then it happened, the leak that flipped the story upside down. Screenshots began circulating on X, formerly Twitter, from what appeared to be a private group chat between one of Durk's team members and a supposed legal associate. The messages read like a confession. "Bro, we had to move fast. Things were about to go left. Somebody from the top made the call." Another line said, "The witness ain't scared, she gone. Real gone." Within minutes, the screenshots were everywhere. Some said they were fake. Others swore they were real. But the damage was done. The words, "the witness is gone," ignited an online frenzy. YouTubers and TikTok creators started piecing together theories like detectives, red arrows, blurry screenshots, and 30-minute breakdown videos claiming to reveal the truth behind the case collapse. Academics went live again, this time saying, "If them screenshots legit, this not just a case, this a cover-up." But things got darker when another supposed leak dropped. A short audio clip allegedly featuring a conversation between Durk and someone from his management. The voice, which sounded eerily like Durk's, said, "Man, tell M stop looking for her. She's safe. Just let it be." Whether real or AI generated, the clip spread like wildfire. Within 24 hours, it hit over 6 million views. The internet was now fully convinced there was something Durk's team didn't want out. Meanwhile, inside OTF, people were panicking. A source close to the crew told District Trending, phones got wiped. Lawyers calling everyone. They trying to keep the story straight, but too much out already. Another source said, Durk don't even trust nobody right now. He thinks someone inside leaked that audio. The label reportedly called an emergency meeting in Los Angeles, not about music, but about brand protection. Executives were worried the case rumors could derail sponsorship deals and festival appearances. A marketing rep leaked an internal email to Rap Daily that read, "All future media appearances for Durk are postponed pending PR stabilization." In simple terms, no interviews, no press, no public statements. But fans wanted one. Every post under Durk's old music videos was flooded with comments, "Say something, bro. If you innocent, speak up. Why so quiet?" Then came the most unexpected twist, an anonymous email sent to several news outlets claiming to be from a former legal intern in the prosecutor's office. The email said the case wasn't just dismissed because of missing evidence, it was dismissed because the evidence had been intentionally compromised. The sender even attached redacted court documents showing timestamps and metadata inconsistencies. Journalists started digging. CNN called the DA's office. Fox 5 Atlanta asked for comment. Both denied receiving any such documents. Still, the story wouldn't die. Amid the chaos, one man stepped forward, Durk's attorney, Michael Townsend. At a press conference outside his office, surrounded by reporters, he said, "The public needs to understand, social media is not the courtroom. There are no missing witnesses, there are no conspiracies. Lil Durk is free because the evidence didn't hold up, period." But the press wasn't buying it. One reporter asked, then why hasn't Durk addressed his fans directly? Townsend sighed. Because right now, silence is the safest thing for him. That line hit the internet like a lightning bolt. Safest thing for him? Safe from what? From who? A viral TikTok immediately popped up with the caption, "Y'all hear that? He's scared." In Chicago, tension was building again. Some local voices, old friends of Durk's, started to speak out. One, a former associate who went by Tone, went live on Instagram saying, "Y'all cheering for him, but it's more to this story. You don't walk out like that unless somebody paid the price." Within hours, his live was deleted, and his account vanished. Blogs called it coincidence. Fans called it confirmation. Then, the unthinkable happened. Someone leaked an alleged security memo from Durk's own management. It included phrases like temporary relocation, restricted appearances, and emergency PR containment. Whether real or fake, it spread like wildfire. Fans began speculating that Durk was being moved for protection. When TMZ asked Durk's rep to confirm, the only reply they got was, "No comment at this time." Back online, theories multiplied. Some said federal investigators were reopening parts of the case. Others said the missing witness had resurfaced and was negotiating an exclusive TV interview. Screenshots of supposed emails between producers and the witness flooded Reddit. Though none could be verified, meanwhile, Durk was spotted again, this time in Miami, stepping into a luxury SUV outside a studio. The photos showed him looking calm, but noticeably thinner. One fan wrote under the post, "He looked free, but not at peace." Industry friends began distancing themselves quietly. Features paused. Collaborations delayed. Some rappers even unfollowed him, not out of hate, but self-preservation. One insider put it bluntly to Rap Daily, "In this business, nobody wants their name next to a federal whisper." Behind the scenes, though, Durk was preparing. Sources said he was writing again, not just music, but something deeper. A statement, according to one of his engineers, he's got pages of thoughts he want to drop all at once. Some said it was a new album. Others believed it was an interview. But everyone knew, whatever came next would decide how this story ended. Then, late that night, fans noticed something on Durk's Instagram story. It was just one slide, black background, white text. It read, "I kept quiet out of respect. But tomorrow, y'all gone, hear it from me." That one post broke the internet. Blogs erupted. YouTubers prepped live streams. Fans stayed awake waiting for the next move. The countdown had begun. Because for the first time since his release, Lil Durk was finally about to speak. The next day felt like a countdown to an earthquake. All night, social media buzzed with one question: what is Lil Durk about to say? By 6 p.m., nearly every hip-hop blog was streaming live. Say Cheese TV, Rap Daily, District Trending, even Candidly Cassie, all had their thumbnails ready. Bold red text flashing, "Lil Durk breaks silence tonight." At exactly 8 p.m. Eastern, Durk's Instagram Live went live, over 720,000 viewers in the first minute. The screen was dimly lit. Durk sat alone in a studio, hoodie pulled tight, eyes steady. No entourage, no label rep, no flashy setup. Just him, a mic, and a weight in his voice that the world could feel. For 10 long seconds, he said nothing. Just silence, his fingers tapping the table. Then he finally spoke. "A lot been said. A lot been twisted, but I'ma speak my truth, one time." The chat exploded, hearts, fire emojis, and question marks flying like bullets. Durk leaned closer. "I ain't out, 'cause of no backdoor. Deal. Ain't no secret favors, no hush money. I beat that case 'cause they ain't have nothing solid. Y'all saw the headlines, but y'all ain't see the lies." He paused again, glancing off camera as if checking something. "They said a witness disappeared. Man, half them people y'all quoting don't even exist. Internet build rumors faster than the truth can breathe." The chat was moving so fast it was unreadable. Thousands of fans typed, "Say it louder. Prove them wrong." Durk continued, voice rising. "I've been fighting my whole life, from the trenches to the charts. They want me locked up, 'cause I'm the voice. But God had different plans. And to everybody that stood by me when it got dark, love forever. To them that switched sides, I see you too." That line hit like a bomb. Viewers clipped it instantly, posting it to X with captions like, "Durk calling out fake friends live." But then Durk's tone shifted. He went quiet. His voice cracked slightly. "I lost people in this fight, real ones. Some of 'em gone, 'cause they got caught up in lies they ain't deserve. I can't bring 'em back. But I can tell y'all, none of this came easy." The camera angle shifted slightly, showing what looked like legal folders stacked beside him. "This ain't no movie. It's my life. I'm home, yeah, but don't think this over. There's still people out there trying to play with my name. At that moment, the screen flickered, a connection glitch, and for 2 seconds, the live cut out. When it came back, Durk looked unsettled. He took a deep breath. "I'ma keep it real. I know who leaked the messages. And I know who been talking." The chat went insane. Who? Name drop. Say it. But Durk didn't name anyone. Instead, he gave a half smile, cold, knowing they know who they are. And I hope they watching right now. The tension in the air was unreal. Even the blogs covering live went silent. Rap Daily host whispered off camera, "Oh, he's talking about somebody inside." Durk leaned back. "They tried to bury me with rumors. Tried to make y'all turn against me, but the truth gone come out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's coming." Then, in a shocking move, he pulled out a sheet of paper and held it up briefly. It looked like a legal document, parts of it blurred, but one bold word could be read clearly: settlement. Durk said, "They thought they could silence me with this. I ain't sign it." And just like that, he ended the live. No outro, no goodbye, no fade out. Just a sudden black screen. The internet exploded. Within minutes, YouTube was flooded with reaction videos. Titles read, "Lil Durk just exposed his own label. Durk refuses settlement, what they tried to hide from us. Is Durk still in danger?" Fans broke down every second of the stream. Frame-by-frame analysis flooded Reddit. Some claimed the blurred document looked like it had LLC and contractual resolution on it. Proof, they said, that Durk was offered a deal to stay silent. Others believed it was all planned, a calculated PR stunt to regain control of the narrative. Meanwhile, people in the industry started reacting. Meek Mill commented, "Proud of bro for standing tall." While 21 Savage posted a cryptic story, "Sometimes freedom come with handcuffs you can't see." Even more shocking, the witness theory took another twist. A verified legal blogger revealed that a sealed case file related to Durk's dismissed charges had been reopened for review. That single sentence sent fans spiraling again. Had Durk's live triggered something behind the scenes? Later that night, paparazzi caught Durk outside a hotel with heavy security. When asked if he feared for his safety, he replied, "I ain't scared of no man. Only thing I fear is God." Then he walked away, ignoring the swarm of flashes and shouting reporters. By morning, his live had surpassed 14 million views, one of the most watched rap live streams in years. The internet dubbed it the confession of the voice. But the storm wasn't over. Just hours later, a verified entertainment lawyer posted on X, "If what Lil Durk just held up was a legitimate legal settlement, someone might be in serious trouble for leaking it publicly." The post got deleted minutes later, but screenshots spread everywhere. Fans speculated the live was about to trigger lawsuits, investigations, and maybe even retaliation. Then, as if to close the chapter, or maybe to start a new one, Durk dropped a mysterious tweet at 11:11 a.m. The next morning, "They can't cancel what's chosen. Album soon. No cover art.no date." Just that. And the comments section went insane. "This gone break the internet. He turning pain into platinum again." They tried to shut him up, but now he's speaking through music. Rumors now swirl that the album, rumored title, "Cleared by God," will expose everything he couldn't say in court. But until that drops, the world is left with one final question: was Lil Durk's freedom a miracle? Or a move? Because in this story, the truth might still be locked up. And just like that, the story of Lil Durk's shocking case dismissal takes yet another twist. What started as a courtroom victory has turned into a nationwide conversation about fame, power, loyalty, and truth. Lil Durk may have walked free, but questions still echo louder than ever. What really happened behind those closed doors? Who made the call that flipped the case overnight? And why are so many people still going silent when the cameras show up? Fans say this was divine intervention, the system finally doing right by one of hip-hop's most targeted voices. Critics say it's proof that money and influence move mountains the rest of us can't. Either way, this moment just changed the trajectory of Durk's career forever. If the whispers are true, and that settlement paper was real, then Durk might have just risked everything to tell his truth publicly. But if it's all calculated, then he might have just pulled off one of the boldest image turnarounds in rap history. Whatever side you're on, one thing's certain: the streets are talking, the labels are watching, and the world is waiting for Durk's next move. Will his new album reveal the secrets? Or will it raise even more questions? You tell us. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Was this freedom a miracle or a move? Hit that like button if you've been following The Voice since day one, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another update, because if we've learned anything from this story, it's that in hip-hop, the truth never stays buried for long. Stay locked in, this saga is far from over.